Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Quamby Reserve. We've now got the Deakin Uni Women's Division 2 Grand Final between the Knox Falcons and the East Ringwood Kangaroos. There's a massive first versus second clash once more in Division 2, as it is for all Grand Finals out here at Quamby Reserve. Josh Ward here alongside Trent Callan. This is going to be an enthralling clash, isn't it, Trent?
Yeah, on paper it's set out to be good contest, two of the best sides in their respective division, and the second grand final today at Quamby Reserve here.
It is, and those who were watching just before as well, or didn't watch the first game, it was East Burwood who won the Division 3 Women's Premiership 56-16. Cecilia Baldassare best on ground, and the other grand final at H.A. Barker Reserve that started early. Vermont Gold, Eastern Devils black. Vermont won 32-28. Marissa Lee of Vermont was named best on ground. There's siren sounds here to kick off the Division 2 grand final, and it's Knox's ruck. Egorov with the tap. It's going to be East Ringwood with the clearance here. Getting the kick forward is Kay Witherspoon. Intercepting though, looks like it's Hannah McKnight who just thumps the ball forward. Big pack of players converge. Looks like it's East Ringwood who'll get it clear. Umpire calls holding the ball. So an early holding the ball free kick here, Trent. The umpires paid plenty of those in the last game. They go inside 50 here. Umpire pays the mark. It is going the way of Kay Witherspoon. Had to juggle it a little bit there, did the big ruckman. But she gets paid the mark here. Looking for options on either side of the ground here. Not too much to go to. So Sissy just tries to bang it long into the middle of Quamby Reserve. All Knox on the ground. They get the kick forward, but looks like it's going to be Witherspoon who intercepts. Shrugged off the ball by Gibson though. East Ringwood will still manage to get it clear, but Knox have a chance to go inside 50 here, get the first goal of the day. Picking up the crumbs there is Holly Maston. Great pressure though from East Ringwood's defence, and it's ball up. Just played over a minute here. Both teams yet to score.
So it's hot in the kitchen early. Slap forward into the path of Stocks, who throws it on the boot. Goalwood, and it's through. Knox draw first blood here at Quamby Reserve. Off the boot of Tamara Stocks. Never in doubt.
It's a brilliant
Had a good view of that one.
Brilliant finish there from Tamara Stocks, who's had a terrific year for Knox. That's her 9th goal of the season, her 13th game of the season as well. Put together a brilliant season. We're back in the middle here. It's Egorov against Witherspoon. Egorov, you give that tap to her, but it's East Ringwood who get the clearance here. Good smother there from Knox. A few oohs and ahs around here. They're going to get the ball moving here through Zali Wagner. Handball over here out to Sarah Plumridge. Long inside 50. Good spoil there from East Ringwood defender. Out the back there was Tamika Ferguson. Pack of players converge. They get the handball out here to Stocks again. Tries to snap it through. It's still at the top of the square. Great pressure from East Ringwood. And umpire calls for a ball up. It really is holding the kitchen early on, Trent.
They're defending grimly at the moment, East Ringwood. There's Witherspoon, just grabs it straight out of the ruck. She finds a teammate by foot who can exit defensive 50. Going back with the flight there was Thompson. She's got work to do at ground level. Does it well to flick it up to her teammate. She wasn't ready for it. And it just invites the Knox pressure. Out on that far wing side in front of the signage. It's tossed high once more. Doing well was the Knox midfielder. Just slapped it forward. Marston couldn't mark. And running out of defensive 50 was Todd for East Ringwood. And finds a teammate down the line. Who's quick to wheel and go. Just pops a high one to the numbers. Further afield. There's a battle on at ground level. You can throw a blanket over 20 of them on that far side. In front of the Knox bench. Calls for ball. And the umpire crosses his chest and he'll have it.
Plenty of players on both benches once more, which is great to see. East Ringwood will get the ball clear here. A couple of one-on-ones. One of them is the Powers and Thompson of the Haley variety. It's a pack of players converge on it once more. Out the back here, it's all East Ringwood. They look to go forward, but great pressure from Knox. They get it inboard. Trying to get the ball there was Mia Ward, but it's going to be Knox who move forward here. They go to the point of the centre square. Great pressure. Getting it forward here is Plumridge. Eludes a couple of players, but out the back here is Prentice. Runs through to the goal and gets Knox's second early on here. The Falcons are alight here early on. Trent Callan, their 2 straight 12 to East Ringwood, yet to score 4.5 minutes played in this first quarter.
The bounce certainly didn't favour the East Ringwood backline there. Bounced kindly for Prentice, and she was able to just storm onto it into an open goal. That's one-way traffic here at the moment. Quanbury Reserve. Knox with all the ascendancy. What can East Ringwood do to muster up some sort of answer? They win the hit out and in turn win the clearance here in the middle of Quanbury Reserve. Running onto it was Mount. The pressure is mounting, so slap forward now to the hot spot. Knox can't mark. Getting it to work at ground level was Davidson. She overran it. Back swiftly onto the footy. Her kick forward was smothered. Now a high up and under at the teeth of goal. Well, Harris marked her own footy. Travelled all of 2 metres. And we'll have a stoppage. 10 out from goal, Josh.
So big chance here for East Ringwood. Witherspoon in ruck, just grabs it out. Just hits the post. A big chance goes begging there, looking to take it out of the ruck. Brianne Moody style from a couple of nights ago and kick the goal. Of course, the AFLW season has started and already getting AFLW mentions in. So behind, and that's East Ringwood. And the game's first blemish on behind to 2 straight 12 as Knox tried to get it clear, but trying to latch onto the loose ball here is Tegan Hudson. I look to go inside 50. It looks like it is Hudson. Bit of a shank of a kick there out of bounds on the full, as we've got a really, really nice crowd brewing out here at Quanbury Reserve for this big Division 2 clash. Hopefully it's a precursor for the potential crowd for the Premier B Grand Final. And it's half forward flank here for East Ringwood. Great pressure applied. Get the handball away. But it's Knox will look to get it clear. Mia Ward in the hole there, misses the mark. They get the fistful here to Knox, but it's going to be all East Ringwood. At the back here, Nicola Davidson just dropped the mark, and it's at the top of the square. It's holding the ball. Umpire calls holding the ball. Free kicks going the way of Hayley Thompson. This is for goal number 25 on the season. Kicked 2 last week in their win against Surrey, and has her first here. So Hayley Thompson gets the response for East Ringwood. This has been a lightning quick start for, in this game, Trent Cullen. East Ringwood 1-1-7, still trailing Knox 2 straight 12.
That's a good reply. It's just what the doctor ordered there if you're a fan of East Ringwood. They pile on there first and to start proceedings. We had free kicks and holding the balls dominate the storyline of the narrative in that first game, and on display once more is back in the middle of Quambie Reserve. It's slapped forward the way of East Ringwood, trying to build on their momentum. Just charging onto the footy there was Thompson. For East Ringwood, it's slapped forward. The mark will be paid to Harris, who's quick to play on. She spots something she fancies in Taylor up forward. She's tackled in the process, and we'll have another stoppage.
Look out for Nicola Davidson lurking in the stoppage here. Guess who? One of the 2 guess who's in the even a women's competition we've called. So it's a holding the ball free kick to Knox. I'll look to get the ball forward here. Couple of players, it's all East Ringwood. Picking up the ball there is Meg Thompson, star of East Ringwood. Just played a 50th game a couple of weeks ago, and it's holding the ball, going Knox's way. So a chance to go forward here for the Falcons. Big pack of players converge on the ground. It's going to be yet another stoppage. Just under 9 minutes played here in this first quarter. Knox 12 to East Ringwood 7.
So 5-point advantage the way of Knox here. The ladder leaders. His bodies just pile on. True centre ground. The umpire will call for it.
Thought that umpire was about to pay holding the ball there for a second.
So he tosses it high once more. Wotherspoon goes to work. Was gang tackled at ground level. There's a race on. Broadcast side. East Ringwood win out. Just throws a boot at it. It trickles to the line, although the Sharon will now find its way over.
Look at Nicola Davidson already. She is starting this game with a determination, Trent.
Big crowd building on this broadcast side. They're strung right across the fence. As a kick forward was smothered for Knox. They can try and work this out by hand if they fancy. Ripped in a really good tackle there. Might have been Stocks again.
She's been in everything.
Or rather Wagner. So East Ringwood, the palm down, went to the numbers for Knox, and then the rush ball forward just lands on the chest of East Ringwood. So the Roos can pump this one down the line. Just head to the numbers. Knox had good representation in the air. Couldn't mark. And she was tackled in the process, is Stocks. So the 2 sisters there, lively to start.
She is very lively to start, Tamara Stocks. She'll look to get the clearance here. Good follow-up work, though, from Stephanie McNamara. It's out the back here. It's all East Ringwood, but it's going to trickle out here to a fairly even contest. Knox, great pressure applied there, and it's going to be another ball up. True centering broadcast side. Great pressure applied from Mia Ward there on Sarah Plumridge, and it's going to be another stoppage. So it's been a stoppage-filled last couple of minutes here in this Division 2 Women's Grand Final. Witherspoon gets the tackles, trying to find Davidson. Immediate tackle there on Alana Alo, who's also been one of the star players for the Falcons this year. It's another ball up. Witherspoon gets the tap. Alo looks to get the clearance. Great pressure applied from Knox as it's, again, very hot in the kitchen, but they managed to get it out here to Holly Maston. One-on-one Prentice trying to pick up the ball, as is Amy Atkins, who did brilliantly there, high up and under ball, and a good mark taken by young gun Zali Wagner. I think one of 9 players who was playing under 18s football last year for Knox Trent. It's remarkable what they've been able to do with their youngsters this year, the Falcons, as they go inside 50 here. Picking up the crumbs there. Looks like it was Amber Hart who'll go long, half forward flank. It's all Knox as Hannah McKnight tries to go forward. Get the tap on Nicola Davidson. Now we all know she's got lightning quick speed, but great pressure applied. It's a 2-on-1 in Knox's favour. They managed to get it forward. They get the handball out. Big chance to go forward here, but again, it looks like it's going to be a stoppage. No. And a really good mark taken. It is paid. Tamara Stocks has been in everything. And she has a chance to go back and create another chance for the Falcons. A brilliant start from the midfielder. Already stamping her case for best on ground for us. She comes in. She'll be about 45 metres out. Decent fist of it. It's going to go to the goal square. Big pack of players converge. And it's rushed through for a minor score. So the first minor score for Knox today. They're 2-1-13 to 1-1-7.
So the kick-out duties lie with East Ringwood here. She'll bring it back in play on that far wing side. So it's a long left foot ball. Hannah McKnight in best position. Can't mark. And it just invites the East Ringwood pressure through Thompson. She turned tackler and will have a stoppage in front of the signage boards. So tossed high once more again. There is Thompson. Just flicks a handball. Put her teammate under pressure. It was a hospital handball. She did well in the end to try and burst clear. As Knox just dribble a ball forward. Bit of friendly fire there. Kicked it into our own teammate. McKnight again. Just throws it on the boot. East Ringwood with a meat in the sandwich there with Harris. So another stoppage. 40 out from home. The lone ruckman there was Witherspoon. And just blindly kicked it out of defensive 50. And Knox now have a chance to pump it to a hot spot through Plumridge. Roving well was McNamara there at ground level.
So ball up here. Big chance for Knox. Getting the kick away. He had plenty of space there, did Wagner. It's going to trickle out of bounds, and it's going to be a free kick for East Ringwood. Last possession rule. One of our favourite rules, Trent Calendar last possession rule, as it's known in the VFLW and AFLW, the lasso rules. It's nearly intercepted there. Picking up the crumbs is Candice Taylor. Plenty of space. It's all Knox at the fall of the ball. Nicola Davidson trying to pressure. Ashley Hall goes inside 50. Dropped the mark there, did the East Ringwood defender. Invites the pressure from Knox. They're doing really well there. It was Tegan Hudson trying to move it forward. Great pressure from the East Ringwood defence. Holding the ball, says the umpire. Getting the free kick there. I think that's Stephanie McNamara. Chance to go forward here for East Ringwood. They go far side once more. Good mark taken from Candice Taylor. She takes a bounce. Takes on Ashley Hall brilliantly. Smothered though. Great follow-up work from Hall. It's locked on true centre wing, and it's going to be another ball up. So just got 4 minutes left in this first quarter. Once more repeating the scores. Knox 2-1-13 to East Ringwood 1-1-7. I think it was Knox who got the tap there, looking to get clearances, Prentice, but pressured immediately there from Catherine Blackman. Umpire calls for it once more. So it's Knox who again get the tap and look to get the clearance. Witherspoon following up from ruck. She has done for most of today. Gets the ball forward. It's out half forward flank here for Knox. For East Ringwood, I beg your pardon. They look to get it forward to Hayley Thompson. Just trying to bullock her way through is Thompson of the Hayley variety. And it's going to be a ball up, so a big chance here, Trent, for East Ringwood to get their first goal.
3 minutes left to play out here. It's a 6-point advantage the way of the Falcons. The hit out lands with Ritchie. Knox looked back at the kick was smothered. East Ringwood just looked to burst clear. Running out of traffic was Nicola Davidson, just pops it to the square. And Taylor couldn't grasp it. Now there's a foot race on. Knox will lead out. They just dribble a bouncing ball forward. Trying to take on the tackler head first there was Alana Alo. She did well in the process. And Prentice, is off the leash. Up forward, she bangs a long one. Trying to collect on the half volley was her teammate. The full forward, and now stacks on. End-to-end sort of play for Knox there. They did that well, starting with Alana there, just barging her way through.
I look to go and get another goal, Knox, but out the back here. Looks like good mark is taken from the East Ringwood defender. I look to go forward. Not the greatest kick. It's all Knox, and picking up the crumbs there is Alo, and it's just gone through for a minor score. So another missed chance there for Knox. Their second consecutive behind there, 2-2-14. East Ringwood 1-1-7 out here. Quamby Reserve, just under 2 minutes left. Beautiful day out here at the home of the North Ringwood Football Club, who put on a great day so far as well. And taking the intercept mark there was Zali Wagner, who's also looked pretty lively, the youngster. She'll look to go inside 50 here. Big pocket play, dropping the mark was that pretty big Knox forward, I have to say. Might have been Egorov, but it's going to be a ball up. It was Soraya McLean who dropped the mark and battle it out and rock. It's going to be East Ringwood who get the clearance here, though, through Stephanie McNamara. It's all Knox out here at the half forward flank for them. Shrugging her opponent, though, is Stephanie McNamara. Gets the ball clear. One-on-one. Knox defender there. Vine does really well, but plenty of pressure applied on the follow-up. It's going to be a ball up. Just under a minute left here in this first quarter. Knox will want to not concede here. They concede the tab. Kay Witherspoon getting clearance there was Ali Wagner. I look to go forward potentially and get another goal. It's not like it's going to be locked up though. Holly Gibson with a terrific tackle there on Kaylee Hudson. Another ball up. Witherspoon against Stegorov. Witherspoon got the tap, but it's going to be the clearance here to Holly Gibson. Just thumps it forward. Big chance here for McLean to get the ball inbound. Just elude Holly Gibson. Done really well there. As it's a ball up, it's a high free kick or whatever you want to call it. Siren sounds for to end the first quarter out here at East Ringwood. Oh, Cornby Reserve, I beg your pardon. We're just down the road, up the road from East Ringwood Reserve, but it's East Ringwood who are behind 1-1-7 Knox 2-2-14. As looks like there was an East Ringwood player that was down there just before. But they're down at the moment, unfortunately. The Roos, the goal kickers, Hayley Thompson, the only goal kicker for East Ringwood, Tamara Stocks, and Taylor Prentice with 2 goals for Knox. Good start, a really hot start, Trent Cullen, to this Division 2 Women's Grand Final. Yeah, it has been a hot start. You mentioned it being a sort of stoppage-riddled opening term, and that probably just speaks to the pressure. And it's been hot in the kitchen. There's been no real room to move for both sides, so they'll look to probably raise that to another level in this second term. They definitely will. As we'll go to a break here from the break here on the Deakin University Women's Second Division Grand Final. When we return, we'll bring you the second quarter out here between the Knox Falcons and the East Ringwood Kangaroos. And welcome back to the Deakin Uni Women's Second Division Grand Final. Second quarter just about to begin here. Knox 2-2-14, East Ringwood 1-1-7. Zegarov who gets the tap there and look to get the clearance, but down bottom of that pack there is Catherine Blackman. Gets the handball out, does the East Ringwood midfielder. Going forward here through Julia Corinaldi. Corinaldi will try to pick up her own work, but great pressure applied from Emily Vine. It's going to be a ball up half forward flank here. So a positive start here for the Roos. Witherspoon tried to take it out of ruck, but it's going to be a secondary stoppage in pretty much the same spot as before. We're in a very enthralling ruck contest as it's Knox who get the ball clear here. Getting the top forward was Hudson, and next Ringwood though, Taylor will go forward, but taking the intercept mark is Zali Wagner, who has looked really good today alongside the likes of Tamara Stocks in midfield. I got the ball here forward though, will East Ringwood. Hudson, 2-on-2 there, Knox win it out. Keely Hudson working really hard. Will go inside 50 this time for the ball. Looks like it's Nicola Davidson. Look at the moves. Gets the ball here out to Taylor Mount, who just misses. Brilliant stuff there from guess who, Nicola Davidson. Trent, kick away to Mount, who just misses. So Springwood's second blemish of the day there, 1-2-8, Knox 2-2-14.
Yeah, it wasn't far off. Narrowly missed there. But a hot chance gone begging nonetheless.
And just a score update as well from the Premier Division Grand Final. The Eastern Devils are up 13-7.
So standing tall there. Good mark for East Ringwood. She can pop this one to the hot spot. She saw something she fancied in the pocket. So they link up by hand with Todd getting involved. Her ball forward was smothered. Tries to butter up with McNamara getting involved. McNamara now from a standing start. The mark will be paid. Gallagher spilled it. And then a rush ball on the exit. Falls with Thompson. And she just nails through. East Ringwood's second.
And it's all levelled up here. 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. 2-2-14 apiece. Hayley Thompson, 2 goals now. Trent really stamping her authority on this match.
Was impressive. From the standing start, it was a rushed exit. Just landed in her lap.
Great positioning from Thompson, the ex-Churnside Park player. 26 goals on the season now as we're back in the middle. Witherspoon got the tap. Wagner read her well, but it's going to the other side. And it's a high free kick here. I think that might be going to Tamara Stocks. So she'll look to go inside 50 here. Hudson, who's had a really lively start to this second quarter. They get the handball out here to East Ringwood, but immediately pressured there was Romy Harecourt, and it's going to be a ball up as we're going to see Witherspoon against Sarah Plumridge this time, it looks like. Witherspoon just tried to take it out of ruck. Couldn't, and it's a stacks on right on the, we'll call it the 45-metre arc. Trent out here at Combi Reserve. As the ball is tapped away by Witherspoon, and East Ringwood will get the clearance and will look to move the ball forward here. Working really hard. Yeah, it looked like it was McNamara. Could have been a high free kick. Umpire didn't pay it. It's going to be a ball up. Great pressure there from Bree Burke on Holly Maston as a couple of Knox players help out Michaela Egorov.
I think the umpire might have missed one there. As Witherspoon rises high once more. Just paddles it forward into the advantage of Thompson. And the umpire gestures from in the back freight. She can wheel and go. She's got options further afield. Lands in space in the end. Trying to run onto it there was the East Ringwood player in Mount. As the Knox players gang tackled on the end. Might have been Stocks, so we'll have another ball up. True centre wing here. It's tapped forward the way of East Ringwood. Knox had the numbers, and then Witherspoon turns tackle up. The big ruckman getting down and dirty. pressuring Wagner. So slap forward into the path of Witten. She just throws it on the boot. Hudson's there to collect.
Brilliant.
And she didn't dispose of it correctly, according to the umpire. And I mean, Warren can pump this one inside 50. A driving ball lands with Plumridge. Losing her footing was Prentice. And East Ringwood have the numbers still standing. The ball still bubbling about on that far side. In front of the East Ringwood bench. As Hudson standing in the hole. Takes a good intercept mark on her chest, and she's quick to play on, kicking it back from whence it came.
She did really well there. She's done really well this quarter. Hudson has a really good mark. Is taken by Vivian Todd right in front of her coach and a couple of her players. There's the evasiveness, the elusiveness. I think that's Meg Thompson. Umpire calls holding the ball. Great pressure applied in the end from the Knox midfielder. And they'll look to go forward once more and respond. They go down the line. A big pack of players have converged. Stacks on. You could almost throw a blanket over those players, but it's going to be a ball up. Around half forward flank, right in front of the East Ringwood bench. Well, the Spoon gets the tap, but trying to burst through was Tamara Stocks. They'll get the clearance though, will Knox, but it's all East Ringwood after that clearance, and they get the kick outside 50. It's a 2-on-1 in favour of the Falcons. They nearly get it inside 50. It looks like it's Big Witherspoon who gets the kick away. A strong mark taken by Nicola Davidson. She's looked very lively all game, and she's come to life here, especially in the second quarter. Haley Thompson trying to bullock her way through. Get the kick forward through Knox. Doing really well there is Holly Gibson. Got a target all on her own. And it's Taylor Prentice who will have a chance to get Knox's third and respond after the Roos kicked the last two. Would be her second goal of the match as well. It'll be interesting to see if she's got the legs. It's a high ball. 2-on-2. It's just trickled through for a minor score. So Knox do take the lead, but it's just by 1.23, 15 to 2-2, 14. Played 7.5 minutes in this second quarter.
But how about the work of Gibson there? Just turned her opponent inside out.
Did brilliantly.
And gave them a chance up forward as the kick-out duties lie with Hudson. Just sits it on the head of Prentice, who can run and burst through, drive it all the way back to Hudson again. So a bit of kick-to-kick action back and forth, and Knox again. Mark with Wagner.
She's been really good all game, Zali Wagner. If she can somehow manage to kick this, it would be a reward for effort.
So distance a worry here. The angle straight in front won't be a concern. She strolls in. She's got a decent effort. And then acting as a goalkeeper to mark on the line was the East Ringwood defender. No one mans the mark. And then she just tumbles a punt out of defensive 50. It'll trickle all the way out and land with Blackman, who's pressured immediately, and will have a stoppage in front of the East Ringwood bench.
They did really well there on the line. Did Kay Witherspoon. Tap down there from Egorov. Look to get the ball clear here. Will Knox and get it inside 50. They do go inside 50. 1-on-1, make it the 2-on-2. East Ringwood will try to get the ball clear. Knox, though, trying to move it forward. They do manage to get it forward, but intercepting there was the East Ringwood defender, and Haley Thompson is on a 1-on-1. Did really well there. That was Briley Dalparis. Great pressure applied from the East Ringwood defence, and it's going to be a ball up here right in front of us in the broadcast position. A contest, Egorov against Blackman. Egorov got the tap. East Ringwood will get the clearance though. Just missed Holly Maston as trying to bullock her way through was that Knox defender, but great pressure applied. It was Richie trying to get through, but it's going to be a ball up as it's Witherspoon now against Egorov. Witherspoon, the initial tap for Egorov, tapped it forward for the clearance. It's Witherspoon, though, who'll get it forward. Thompson was there, just misses her. Todd on hands and knees. And it'll be a ball up just under, just past the halfway mark here in this second quarter. Knox up by 1. Egorov with another tap. Has done really well in ruck today. They get the clearance. 1-on-1 here. Holly Gibson does really well. She's done really well. Holly Gibson strolls in. And it's just gone through for a minor score. Again, brilliant. That burst of speed. She's like Nicola Davidson for Knox. Holly Gibson just goes through for a minor score. But they're 2-4-16 to 2-2-14 up by 2 of the Falcons.
That deserved the goal, I think. There's Hudson now with the kick-out duties. They lie with her. She's got Taylor in mind. Can't find her. And then the opposing number 9 in Gibson can try and find her teammate who's caught high in the process. That was Holly Muston. Just surveys the scene ahead. She can just head to the numbers now. Big pack forms. The umpire gestures for pushing the pack free.
I think that's to Alo.
And I'll take a wild guess of Alo being the recipient, the one on the floor.
I want to fall into the habit here with Knox of doing what Corey North Emlock did in that last game and missing chances. Big chance here for Alo, one of them.
So Alo on the angle, walks in, looks well directed, and it is. Knox at their third. Alo her first. It's a bit of a reward for effort, Knox.
It is a real reward for effort. They now lead 3-4, 22 to 2-2-14. All that hard work at the start of the quarter from East Ringwood has been undone. Knox have been the better side for the last 5 or so minutes of this match, and they do get reward for effort. A handy 8-point advantage. I think they've already equaled their score from the last time these two met. It was 3-4-22 to 3-2-20 in the second semi-finals. We're back in the middle here. Egorov against Witherspoon. Egorov gets the tap. Witherspoon gets the clearance though, thumps it forward. Knox player at the fall of the ball, gets the ball clear. Really good mark taken there. Tamara Stocks. The stock is rising today, Trent. She goes forward inside 50, a 1-on-1. Holly Gibson, done really well this second quarter. Brilliant pressure though from Tia Witherspoon, and it's going to be a ball up. Inside forward 50 now. Shallow inside forward 50 for Knox. It is Tia Witherspoon with the tap. It looks like it's going to be Knox through Nikki Whitten with the clearance. Great pressure applied from East Ringwood. There is a bit of fire in this one as Nicola Davidson shrugs off Whitten, and it's going to be yet another ball up. Whitten, it's going to be, I beg your pardon, it was Plumridge with the tap. They get it forward here during Knox. Doing well there. I think that might have been Meg Thompson. Witherspoon of Tia variety. Called her name a bit this last minute. Really good mark taken there. She goes short here. It's got Nicola Davidson, who's looked lively. Hasn't really threatened, but she has looked really, really lively. Well, we've seen what she can do. She can burst the game wide open. Looks like it's Candice Taylor who's going forward here. Big pack of players converge. I think that might be Taylor with the mark not too short, but it's East Ringwood. It was Taylor who got the mark. They go inside 50 here through Thompson of the Meg variety, and Knox doing really well to defend here. They get the kick clear. Seen how well they've rebounded today, but East Ringwood don't give them the chance here. Picking up the intercept mark. It looked like it was Ella Ritchie, and they do have a big chance here to rebound inside and get it inside forward 50. Out the back here. So Knox player got shrugged off the ball though. Gets the handball clear. All on her own is Cassandra Warren. Great pressure applied from Tia Witherspoon, but Stocks was there. Great pressure from Knox, and it's right at the half-forward flank here for the Falcons. A big chance for their fourth goal of the match.
Geez, pinball sort of stuff, wasn't it there, Josh? Back and forth. As it slapped forward the way of North Ringwood, lands on the chest of Ritchie. She's had a good couple of minutes. She's quick to play on and kicks it back from whence it came. Standing in the hole there was Stocks, who sends a driving ball forward into the direction of Prentice. She tries to link up by hand with Holly Gibson, who's got her hands full at ground level now. She's pressured by a couple of Ringwood players in a standing tackle and wrapped up. McLean getting involved in the ruck contest there as East Ringwood go off the deck looking to exit. Defensive 50. Wrapped up once more. 40 out from home. We'll have another stoppage. So 8 points favouring the Falcons here. Looking to add to that. The whistle halting any sort of chance there. So it's tossed high once more for McLean to do battle with Wotherspoon once more. Just trying to burst clear was Plumridge. Missed her mark by hand. And it just invites the North Ringwood pressure, East Ringwood pressure rather, at North Ringwood's ground.
That won't be the first time we get those confused. As Knox try to go forward here, but meeting that sandwich, Keely Hudson, she's done really well this quarter. Keely Hudson gotten herself into the game and worked hard defensively. Witherspoon with the tap. East Ringwood looking to get the clearance here. Then that's Meg Thompson working hard. They get the ball out the back here to Taylor Gregory, but Knox will go forward here, nearly dropping the mark. It's Tia Witherspoon who nearly picked up the crumbs, but it's going to be another ball up. Just over 3 minutes left in this second quarter. Getting the clearance here, trying to get the clearance. Stephanie McNamara immediately pressured on the Knox midfielder in Sarah Plumridge. It's going to be a ball up. Tap there from the Knox ruck. I'll look to get a clear here for the Falcons. But it's East Ringwood who get it clear. Bree Burke was there. It's good tackle to apply, and it's going to be yet another ball up. Very stoppage-centric these last couple of minutes. Tap down there from the Knox ruckman. Great pressure applied from Tegan Hudson, and it's going to be a dangerous tackle. She got a bit reckless towards the end of that tackle to Tegan Hudson.
Yeah,
so
good decision.
It is a really good decision. It's going to go to Taylor Prentice, who has a chance to go inside 50. A little gingerly walking up there, getting up there is Prentice, but she'll still get the kick away near the goal square. Big pack of players. A couple of players fall over. Umpire doesn't blow the whistle. Knox trying to get the ball forward into their goals. Great pressure applied. It's all Knox here, a 3-on-1. Great tackle, though, from Blackman. Getting the kick there. Oh, it's just hit the post. It's hit the post, gone through for a rush behind. I think we're going to pay it a rush behind, but it's Knox's fifth behind there. 3-5-23. East Ringwood 2-2-14. Just under 2 minutes left in this first half, Trent.
Geez, that would have hurt East Ringwood fans. Sorry. A red time goal for the red team there as Wotherspoon marks. She's stood tall for the Roos here. Just sends a tumble punt forward at a workout. Finds her teammate down the line in Ward, who can head in that direction once more. Further afield she goes. It's slapped all the way back to Blackman. And getting involved again was Thompson. She'll try and butter up and then tried to part the seas. She's pinged in the process. Good tackle laid there by Alo, it might have been. She's almost misses her boot there. It was Witten instead, sorry. There's a holding free kick's been picked out as we tick closer to the 30 seconds to go here. This second term before the main break. Witherspoon, she put her ruckman under pressure there. Left flat-footed as Ward's wrapped up. So on the synthetic pitch it sits. McNamara can clear. Just dumps a long one out of there. And Taylor turned her woman inside out. Picking it up at ground level there was Davidson. She storms clear and dribbles through. One of the goals of the day.
Nicola Davidson, stop it. And on the siren too. Adrian Fidolani was getting up and about it, the East Ringwood coach. Right on the buzzer too. It's East Ringwood who get a crucial goal heading into half-time. It's 3-2-20, 3-5-23, the Knox Falcons. We have got a game on our hands out here in the Division 2 Women's Grand Final, Trent Callan.
No, that we do. Nicola Davidson, take a bow. Just left them all in her wake, didn't she?
She's called Guess Who for a reason.
Stormed clear. We were talking moments before that about a red time goal the way of Knox. And East Ringwood just answered back in quick succession there.
We'll go through the goal kickers as well. Just the one added for Knox in that quarter. And that was Alana Alo, Tamara Stocks and Taylor Prentice. The other goal kickers for East Ringwood. Hayley Thompson now has 2. She's kicked 1 in each quarter. And guess who? Nicola Davidson has the other for the Roosters. We're going to go to a break here on the Division 2 Deakin University Women's Division 2 Grand Final. It's Knox up by 3 points, 35-23 to 32-20. When we return, we'll bring you the second half of action out here in the grand final, in the second of our grand finals. So we're back on the way here in the women's match, or Deakin University Women's second division grand finals. Knox 23-20 is already looking to press home their advantage. The Falcons, a late goal to Nicola Davidson, making it a 3-point ball game, doing really well. But getting the ball here is Holly Maston. Plenty of space for her. Got to play all on her own, and it's Soraya McLean. And it's a chance for an immediate response for the Falcons after that buzzer beater from Nicola Davidson. We've had 3 other buzzer beaters or goals after the sirens. As McLean comes in, it's drifting left, and it's out the back here. Stocks was out the back, gets the handball away. It looks like it's the Taylor Prentice. Both look lively up forward. Getting the ball forward here, it's going through for a rush behind. Knox 3-6-24 to East Ringwood 3-2-20. Score update coming to you from H.A. Barker Reservists, while the Eastern Devils are up 5-7-37. South Croydon, 1-1-7. So Eastern Devils ones on their charge to the Premier Division Premiership in their first year, Trent.
So Hudson, her exit kick found Plumridge, the opposite number. She dumps a long one. McLean can't mark. There's Prentice getting involved. Her handball was cut off. And then she turns tackle to wrap up. Atkins it was. So right forward pocket. McLean wins the hit out. The way of Knox. A dribble ball skewed out of bounds, and Hudson will look to bring it back in the field of play. So good early signs here for Knox. Have had a positive start to this third term. Broadcast side. There's Maston. Missed her mark by hand. Atkins just slaps it forward only as far as Alo. What's she got forward? She can just pop this one to a hot spot. It's where the numbers are. Stocks. She'll tackle and create a stoppage. 20 out from home.
So a big chance here for the Falcons to get a goal here. It was McLean who got the tap at East Ringwood with the clearance. Candice Taylor on the end of it. Trying to move the ball forward here are the Roos, but great pressure applied from Knox defenders and Nikki Whidden. And Michaela Egorov, the ball up. Witherspoon the tap. Tries to follow up her own work, but Knox will pick up the crumbs here. Great pressure applied, and it's going to be another ball up here. Around half forward for the Falcons. Witherspoon has been brilliant in ruck all day. Gets the tap, just thumps it forward. Does manage to get inside 50. Nicola Davidson is there trying to work her butt off. Hayley Thompson as well. Picking up the crumbs here. Brilliant pressure applied, and it's a high free kick going the way of Hayley Thompson. So a chance here for Thompson to kick goal number 29, and it's about to get a little easier. It's 50 metre. It's a 25-metre penalty.
It's a generous 25 too.
It's a very generous 25 at that. And Hayley Thompson has a chance to kick her third goal, her fifth in the last two games, and give East Ringwood the lead. It here is players try to clear the zone. Thompson comes in directly in front, thumps it into the hill here at Quambie Reserve, and the East Ringwood Kangaroos take the lead for the first time today. 4-2, 26 to 3-6, 24. Got to be lucky in the end with that 25-metre penalty, but still had to finish it off, and she did just that, Trent.
She made a bit of a statement in the process. Just thumped it onto the bank of that hill. We might need a new footy.
That's
sort of wedged in amongst the trees. And
there we go. We've got the footy.
We've got it back anyway.
We do have it now. I thought there was getting the footy.
We've sent some kid to fetch it.
A poor kid, but we do have a footy. We do have the footy back.
Might need it.
5 minutes gone here in this third quarter. East Ringwood hit the front. The ball is being transported into the middle now. a really positive start here for the Roos. Get an early goal and get back the lead, Trent.
So in the middle of Quambie Reserve once more, Witherspoon tries to thump it in the direction of her teammate in Meg Thompson. She's just bowled over, recovers at ground level, and then bodies just pile on. Synthetic pitch as we're bathed in sunlight once more. So Witherspoon again rises high. It's collected at ground level though by Egorov. So the opposing ruckman just thumps it forward. Tori Alexander's there, wearing the helmet. She could pop this to a 2-on-1, favouring Knox, and then a long ball forward will sail the pack, and it might well trickle through for a behind. So an anti-climax there. I was building up for something a bit more special than a behind, but nonetheless, Knox travelled to 3-7-25 to East Ringwood 4-2-26. We've got a game on our hands here, Josh.
We do. It's a case of missed chances for the Falcons, though. 10 scoring shots to 6. Yet they're down by 1 point as East Ringwood look to go to the far side here. A really good mark taken there. Meg Thompson, a star of this East Ringwood side. In that second semi-final, she played her 50th game for the Rouge, Trent. She's been quite the servant for...
She's the oohs and the ahs of the crowd there.
It looks like there might be an injury here to Knox. It would be a cruel blow. They do have a big bench, but getting up off her feet now is Alana Alos. She's going to come off the ground, but still a massive blow. A free kick here. I think Alo is gone up. She's gone inside 50 here. Couple of targets. Just avoids all of them, but out the back, it's just hit the post. I'm going to give that behind to Tamara Stocks. It looked like it was her. It just missed.
She's all square.
It is all square. 3-8-26 Knox, though. East Ringwood 4-2-26. Jeez, we've got a game on our hands here as East Ringwood try to get the ball clear. Big pack of players, predominantly Knox there. They apply the pressure, and it's going to be a ball up here. Okay, Witherspoon, she's just been brilliant in ruck all day long. Gets the kick away. They get the clearance. It's in tackle immediately. Stephanie McNamara paid holding the ball, but it is going to be a ball up here for East Ringwood. Just ticked over 8 minutes played in this third quarter. They're going to get the clearance here. Oh, the Roos here through Tegan Hudson. Look at the speed on Hudson. And Avita, Knox defender, goes to the goal line. Well, tries to go for goal, but it just dribbles out of bounds, and it's going to be a last possession rule. She was really trying hard for goal there, Trent, but just couldn't manage to get the legs. It's out of play, and taking the kick in here, Spriley Dalparis goes down the line. Big pack of players once more. Handball out here to Hudson. Gets to the top of the square. Davidson nearly took the mark. Picks up the crumbs. Brilliant! Nicola Davidson is a superstar. She has her second. East Ringwood have their fifth. 5-2-32, 3-8-26. A superstar, Nicola Davidson.
The Stars are standing up for East Ringwood here. First, Davidson just then, and then Hayley Thompson as well, with 3 alongside her name. Bit of a dynamic duo up forward.
They really are, and that, I believe, is 25 goals on the season for Davidson. Thompson, I think it's 27, so they've been such shining lights for the Roos, Trent.
So they draw clear here, up by 6, as we tick closer to the halfway point here in this third term. The umpire will call for it back. We'll have a secondary stoppage. It'll fall the way of McNamara. Then her teammates wrapped up by Ritchie again, so she's been swung someone in the middle. So East Ringwood lead the race there. Getting onto it was Hudson. She missed her boot. It was Blackman instead. My mistake. Slap forward though the way of Knox. They've got all the numbers, although East Ringwood win out. Oh. There's Prentice. She was pressured on her kick down the line. And then a tackle's applied and we'll have a stoppage in front of a packed broadcast side wing. They're stretched out along the fence. 2 rucks rise again. Eggerov wins the hit out, although East Ringwood win the clearance. And there's the speed on display once more from Nicola Davidson. She just dribbles it forward. It'll work out for Galla. And they're out here. You could pencil this one in. Thompson, all on her lonesome. If she can collect, she's in business. Steadies and goals. And the crowd will tell the story.
Oh, this is brilliant. Nicola Davidson again. She's taken the game by the scruff of her neck, Trent. 6-2-38. East Ringwood. Hayley Thompson now has 4. Nicola Davidson the other 2. But that was all Nicola Davidson. That was just brilliant. And they lead by 12, 38-26, pulling away. There's plenty of East Ringwood fans out the back there. They're very up and about. The
2 big names for East Ringwood working in tandem there.
Doing brilliantly
and
as we're back.
It's fitting that we're in the premiership quarter as well, Josh.
It is. As they get the clearance here through McNamara. Nicola Davidson was lurking there, but it's Alo who picks up the ball. Looks like it was McNamara. Pressured immediately by the Knox midfielder. They try to blink their way through to Knox, but it's going to be a secondary ball up. It's leaning now more towards East Ringwood's attacking half. Witherspoon against Egorov. Witherspoon gets the tap. Getting clearance there. I think that was Nicola Davidson. It was McNamara, in fact. Egorov gets the handball out to Alana Alo. Big chance here for Knox to go forward. Great stuff there from the East Ringwood defence, but Tamara Stocks managed to get the handball away out there. She tries to follow up her own work. Picking up the ball there is Tori Alexander. Now it's true centre half forward for Knox. It's going to be a ball up here for the Falcons.
This game's gone to another level.
It really has. They need a response. They need a response though to the Falcons. Looks like it was East Ringwood who got the tap. Just tap it forward. Kicking in danger, says the umpire. So a chance here for Knox to get it to the top of the goal square. Players pushing back there now. Looks like it's going to be Holly Gibson.
Seems confident too on the approach.
This would be a really good goal. Cool, calm, collected. Ball drop. McLean on hands and knees. Has that gone through? Just misses. It was a really good effort there from Soraya McLean, but
play it stopped too.
Minor scores. They're now 3-9-27 Knox. East Ringwood 6-2-38. Missed chances. They're hurting the Falcons, Trent.
Yeah, they are. 9 behinds to their name. It's not what the coach was after there. He'll look to address that in 6.5 minutes' time. There's a high ball. Lands with Hudson, it might have been. She can wheel and go. She's got numbers on that far side, although it's ill-directed. And it lands with Stocks, it might have been. That's a wild guess. Her kick further afield. Just jams it down the throat of Warren. So 50 out from home. Looking to answer East Ringwood's multiples. So Warren can pop this one to a hot spot. And East Ringwood had good representation at the fall. In best position there was one of the defenders. On her exit kick. Lands with Egorov, the ruckman standing tall. A tall timber on the arc. She could pump this one. 30 out from home, it sits. And wrapped up strongly there was one of the Knox forwards. Good gang tackle, brought her to ground.
So it's going to be a ball up. Big chance here once more for Knox. Big tap for McLean, but it's going to be East Ringwood who get it clear. Although it might come back. A good mark. Zali Wagner, she's been a little bit quieter this third quarter, but a big chance here to respond for the Falcons and get what would be their second goal of the third quarter. Coming in from the under-18s this year, Zali Wagner, been an absolute star, comes in. Fading left, McLean was down there. Affected the spoil. Off the ground. Look to rush it through. Umpire call holding a ball. So the Falcons have a chance to get their 4th goal and make it a 5-point ball game. Not too sure who's got the kick here.
Gibson, Holly Gibson.
She's looked very lively, Holly Gibson. She comes in, slots it. We really have a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Just over 4 minutes left. It's 4:09:33. The Falcons, East Ringwood 6-2-38. Crucial goal from Holly Gibson. She had looked really, really lively today, Trent, and she gets reward for effort.
Yeah, she's been one of the standouts for Knox. And she just stamps her class in the best form there with the goal. So they draw ever closer as we tick under the 4-minute mark here. Left remaining in this 3rd term. 2 rucks rise again. Warren can slap this one just into space on the far side. Harris leads the race, although she wasn't clean in collecting it. There's a dangerous ball, lands with Plumridge. She's gag tackled. The pressure's hot. It's dribbled forward, and Knox can win out here.
Oh, missed
through
the
Stocks,
boot.
and she missed her boot. She missed her boot.
That was Stocks of the Emily
crucial.
variety.
So 20 out with a chance guard begging. They'll look to redeem themselves here. As we'll have a secondary ball up. Just wearing out that patch of grass there. Plumridge again. Just palms it down the throat of her teammate who throws it on the boot. And the umpire, to the groans of the crowd, gestures it hit the behind post.
Knox is 10th behind, 4:10:34. East Ringwood 6-2-38. I think that was Gibson with the behind. There's a look to rebound from defensive 50 here. Just dropped the mark there. Tamara Stocks trying to pick up the crumbs, but great pressure applied, and even better pressure applied from East Ringwood as it's going. Well, Knox, I beg your pardon. It's going to be a ball up here, tap from Witherspoon. Trying to get the clearance here are the Falcons, but it's going to be East Ringwood going into the centre of the ground here. All on their lonesome. So East Ringwood player get 1-2. Brilliant play there. Meg Thompson has tons of space now. Has got Taylor Mounts on the lead. Over the top there is Rebecca Galla. She hasn't seen her. She just gone back a bit quicker, Taylor Mount. Rebecca Gallo was running into a heap of space.
I like the confidence.
Fair enough. She really has a big chance here. The Falcon. She really has a big chance here, does Mount, to get East Ringwood 7th. Just dropped on the line and it's rushed through. That's the first.
Shakes her head in frustration. Not happy with their efforts there.
The first rushed behind as well for East Ringwood. They're 6-3-39, 4-10-34. Live update from HA Barker Reserve as well. Eastern Devils 6-7-43. Lead South Croydon 4-2-26. Shelley Beggs with 4 goals as well. As they try to get the ball clear here through Knox. But it's Candice Taylor looking to go inside 50. Nicola Davidson, drop of the ball here. Great pressure applied, though, from Knox as they'll look to move forward here, Trent.
So trying to step through traffic there was Warren. She did well to find Ritchie by hand, who's caught in the process. Ripped in a strong tackle by the ruckman, Witherspoon, of the K variety. And some good sportsmanship on display there, helping her up. So Witherspoon once more on her hands and knees. The ball just sitting at the bottom of the pack there. And Prentice dives on top and lock it in. So 20 seconds left to play out here. As Witherspoon finds her feet, Bit of a mouthful. And the umpire will call it back. So the time might elude any chance of a score here. The buzzer sounds making putting an end to this third term here. It's Knox 4-10-34 playing East Ringwood 6-3-39. What did you make of that term, Josh?
It was the game started to break open. It was brilliant. Nicola Davidson took the game by the scruff of her neck. I think just from that period of dominance on her own has pushed her into contention for best on ground. But Kay Witherspoon, she's been brilliant in ruck so far. I think she's my best on ground. Knox ruling missed chances. I reckon it's been
They're
a
still
problem.
in the hunt, though.
They are still in the hunt. Just 5 points the difference. We'll go through the goal kickers as well. Taylor Prentice, Holly Gibson, Alana Alo and Tamara Stocks with one each. Holly Gibson with the only goal that quarter for Knox. And it's only 2 goal kickers for East Ringwood, and it's their 2 stars, Hayley Thompson and Nicola Davidson. Thompson has 4, Davidson has 2. But we're going to take a break here on the Deakin University Women's Division 2 Grand Final. When we return, we'll bring you the final quarter of this Grand Final, where East Ringwood leads 6-3-39 to Knox 4-10-34. Welcome back to the Division 2 decider for the Deakin Uni Women's Competition. We have got a really good game on our hands. East Ringwood 6-3-39 to 4-10-34. The last 20 minutes of both Knox and East Ringwood's season. and of the Division 2 season, and it's all coming to a climax here, Trent. It is a very, very exciting final quarter coming up as we're about to get underway. It's Witherspoon and Egorov, as it has been most of the day in WAC. Witherspoon got the tap, clearance here for East Ringwood through Candice Taylor, who's also had a really good game. Nicola Davidson, I think that was trying to burst through the pack. Just couldn't. In fact, it was Stephanie McNamara who tried to burst through the pack. It's going to be a ball up. Witherspoon gets the tap. Taylor gets the clearance. Big pack of players there. Out the back, Hayley Thompson all alone in the goal square one-on-one. Just rushed through for a minor score by Briley Dalparis. So first blemish. A handy behind though for East Ringwood, 6-4-40. East Ringwood 4-10-34. We've just played under a minute here in this final quarter, Trent.
She's had her hands full, hasn't she, Briley? In stopping Thompson.
I have to say as well, I think Thompson is really close to that player of the match. She's been brilliant today.
So speaking of the devil, Briley has it now. She heads to a 2-on-2 situation with Prentice. Turned Crummer and roved well. Tries to slap it forward. That was Maston. She's bumped off it in the process as bodies just pile on. And then trying to burst through scrum like there was Taylor. And she'll toss it back to the umpire to throw up once more here. With the two ruckmen going at it again. Witherspoon just palmed it down the throat of Thompson. Seen that before, and another ball up. Broadcast side. True centre wing. 6 points, one straight kick separating these two sides here. Mentioned 1 and 2 on the Division 2 ladder, playing off at each other. Slap forward into the corridor. East Ringwood will try and pick up with Richie there on her hands and knees. So 18 minutes left to play out in both their seasons to decide who holds the cup aloft at the end of the day.
So Knox get the ball clear here. Holly Gibson in a one-on-one against Hudson. That's been an enthralling duel all day. Gibson and Hudson. Gibson does really well. The turn of speed there from her. Gets the kick inside 50. Big chance here and Knox. In behind. It's going to dribble through. We're going to credit that goal to Holly Gibson. It's a minor score.
She'd need it forward through on the line.
Oh, I think that might have been Tamika Ferguson. Oh, dear. So...
Can be a cruel game at times.
It is a really cruel game. Tamika Ferguson, that is so unlucky. It's gone through for a minor score. Knox now 4-11-35. East Ringwood 6-4-40. Taking the kick out here is Keely Hudson. Thumps it out aside here. Knox have the players in the air. It looks like it's East Ringwood who have the players on the ground. It's going to be a ball up, but that was a chance gone begging there from Knox. Such an unfortunate miss as Witherspoon against Egorov. Give that to Egorov, but it's going to be East Ringwood. McThompson with the clearance. Great pressure applied from the Knox forwards. It's going to be ball up. 3.5 minutes played so far in this fourth quarter. East Ringwood lead 6-4-40. Knox 4-11-35. They try to get the ball clear here through Alo. They go to the top of the square. 2-on-2. A strength of Emily Stocks. Handball away. Big chance here. Ferguson smothered. Brilliant stuff there from East Ringwood, and Bree Brown has the chance to get the mark here, but Knox applying the pressure really well. East Ringwood get numbers here. They continue to apply the pressure, Knox. It's gone up another level here at North Ringwood Reserve, and more pressure applied from East Ringwood. It's going to be a ball up. Again, not the last time I'll get East Ringwood and Quamby confused, Trent.
Tensions are flaring too as Witherspoon rises high. She can't collect. Plumridge just clears the pack of players, using her body to good effect. There was Blackman, bumped off it, too slow. And there's Wagner mopping up the mess for Knox. An opportunistic snap, straight through the middle. and they make amends after a comedy of errors just before.
Zali Wagner, a brilliant finish there. She's been really great all day today. That's her first in this grand final for the under 18s play from last year. Knox 5-11-41 to 6-4-40. It was 2 points the last time between these two. Trent in the second semi-final. I'll repeat it again. Could it be a similar story? We're back in the middle. Waterspoon and Egorov. Knox are going to get the clearance here. Misreading the handball though is the Knox winger. It's coming right towards us. Brilliant speed there from Tegan Hudson. Gets the ball down the ground here. Nicola Davidson, it looks like, was down there. Just pushed out of bounds. The fans are getting up and about here. The tension is high at Quamby Reserve. 5-11-41, 6-4-40. Just under 6 minutes played. Looks like it's Candice Taylor who was trying to get the clearance, but great pressure applied there from Sarah Plumrich and Alana Alo, the two stars you'd feel of this Knox lineup. Witherspoon just trying to bullock her way through. She has for most of the day. Brilliant pressure applied there, but it's going to be a ball up once more. Egorov, the tap. She'll get the clearance too. Thumps it into the centre of Quamby Reserve. Good mark taken there, really good mark. They're there from Warren and they go inside 50 here. All on her own. It's Holly Gibson who kicks the goal! Big goal there, Holly Gibson. And Knox extend their advantage to 7, 6-11-47 to 6-4-40. She has been a star all day, Trent, and that is a brilliant finish. That is her second of the day, her second of the second half as well.
God, Knox are just flexing their muscles here. I'm not sure anyone's even listening to us, Josh, because every man and his dog seems to be at Quamby Reserve here to watch these two sides battle it out. And Gibson, big game player, stepping up when it matters most here in this last term. So back in the centre of Quamby Reserve here. There's Witherspoon, tries to just manufacture a ball inboard. Works out it with Thompson, just snaps the ball forward. It'll dribble. Doparis collects and then flicks it over the top to Vine, who just tries to shrug off her opponent and then drive a long ball down the line. Thompson in best position, just throws it on the boot back in the other direction. There's Hannah McKnight running onto it. She just tries to slap it to her advantage to Marston, who overruns it. And then Mount, her kick forward. Todd's ball under pressure. We'll find Knox numbers, although it's going to come back, Josh.
It's Mia Ward with the intercept mark here. Big chance for East Ringwood to respond. Down by 7 now after having a 5-point lead at 3/4 time. Avoids the players. Witherspoon gets the handball out. East Ringwood player intervened by the umpire there. Invites the Knox pressure.
Good shepherd by the ump.
A really good shepherd there from the umpire for Knox. It's going to be a ball up. Witherspoon against Egorov. You give that to Egorov. It's gone out here to Nicola Davidson. Great pressure. Brilliant pressure there. Barely gave her any space, and it's going to be a ball up here. In fact, I think that was Stephanie McNamara who got the ball there. Witherspoon with the tap. Tries to pick up her own work. And again, more pressure. It is Gathor Blanket underneath over there, Trent. One of your famous lines, and it's going to be
there's going to be some sore girls tomorrow morning.
Oh, I feel sorry for the poor girls. As it's going to be Egorov who gets the tap. Just going to be another ball off. Knox will not mind this one bit. East Ringwood sits in their attacking half. Here's Nicola Davidson trying to bullock her way through. Brilliant pressure from the Knox defender. Holding the ball, says the umpire, and I think we have a Knox player down. That doesn't help for Knox, but especially for East Ringwood, because we saw in the previous game, Trent, there was a lengthy stoppage in play. I wonder if it'll be a similar story here, but brilliant pressure applied there on Nicola Davidson. She was streaming through, but body on the line stuff there as both teams gather into groups. It's Doesn't look too good for the East Ringwood player. No, I beg your pardon, Knox player here. We've had a couple of tough injuries today, haven't we, Trent?
Yeah, we have. She looks to try and
She's getting
get
up
back
though.
to her feet in the arms of trainers. So it's Knox 6'11", 47, playing East Ringwood 6'4", 40. They trail by 7 points, and they've got just under 10 minutes to try and rectify that as the Knox player slowly heads off. So in the arms of trainers.
It's good to see her on her feet too, and good news for East Ringwood fans, it's not a very lengthy stoppage, but it does hurt them. It is in their attacking half, but it's going to be a free kick the way of Knox as well. Is it going to... Nope, it's going to be... I think it will be a free kick to Knox, Trent.
So Knox look to just try and buy as much time off the clock as they can. They opt to head to the broadcast side. Taking a good mark there was Egerov amongst tall timber. She stood tallest, so she goes further afield in the direction of Prentice. Running onto it there was Warren. She was evasiveness in stepping past her marker. Ritchie lost her footing, and Warren turns tackler on McNamara. So you can feel it in the air here. The atmosphere is building.
It is getting really tense in here.
So there's Thompson now. She just sharked it and then stormed clear. Can just pop a high one. It's a shallow entry inside 50. There's Nicola Davidson again. She sweeps it forward to her partner in crime, Thompson, who's gang tackled and brought to ground, and will have a forward half stoppage the way of East Ringwood.
So big chance here for East Ringwood. Nicola Davidson at the fall of the ball. Again, that speed of hers gets the handball out here to McNamara. Doesn't have too many options, but she does find one. Out there was Todd, and it's going to be a ball up. I thought the umpire was pointing a free kick in the direction of East Ringwood for a second there. It's Thompson in the ruck, but East Ringwood, Knox will get the clearance. A good spoil there from Blackman. Knox will try to rebound from defensive 50, but great pressure applied from East Ringwood. It's going to be a ball up. Witherspoon and ruck this time against Degerov. Crumbs her own work, does Witherspoon. Near the goal square was Taylor. Nicola Davidson was there. Trickles out of bounds for a boundary throw up here. Big chance for East Ringwood to get their 7th goal and make it a 1-point ball game as umpire throws the ball off. Knox looks set to get the clearance here. All on her lonesome though is Tia Witherspoon. It just eludes her though. She manages to avoid a couple of tackles. Brilliant tackle though from Cassandra Warren. Knox have a chance to go forward here, and you would think if they kick a goal from this forward 50, if they get it inside 50, it would all but seal up the game. Cassandra Warren. Gibson at the back there. Turn of speed. Gets it over the top. Is it going to trickle through? It has! Holly Gibson has turned this game around in the second half. That's her 3rd. That's Knox 7th. They're 7-11, 53 to 6-4, 40. You can almost put the Q in the rack there, Trent.
Jeez, you've gone the Ellie Crow there, Josh, but no, all signs leading the way of Knox here. And Holly Gibson again. Her shoulders must be sore, Josh.
Oh, she has been carrying them all day long. Has Holly Gibson.
Just an impressive burst of speed and left them all in her wake.
That's almost as quick as Nicola Davidson, that burst of speed.
So Witherspoon again. She's battled valiantly in the ruck position there. McNamara just gang tackled with Plumridge there. So centre ground it sits, just fisting it forward there. Was the East Ringwood ruckman. Plumridge just sharks it and then dumps a long one in the direction of Gibson, who can turn and go. She's got a man out and she can take her 30 seconds here.
Tamika Ferguson.
Tamika Ferguson, there's a girl down behind play for the Roos, but all eyes are on this Ferguson. She strolls in, and an anticlimax off target across the face. But it could prove to be a handy point.
7-12-54, East Ringwood 6-4-40. What a game this has been. Knox, though, just ran over the top in this final quarter. It's going to take a miracle here for East Ringwood to pick up the victory, but we've seen stranger things happen before, Trent. They look to rebound here, do East Ringwood. A good spoil there, affected by Tamara Stocks, who's fought hard all day, and a brilliant tackle on Candice Taylor. It's going to be another ball up here, half forward flank right in front of us here on the broadcast side. Witherspoon the tap, the clearance though goes to Ella Ritchie, goes inside 50, voids plays. Holly Gibson was there, just trickles out of bounds, a boundary throw, and Holly Gibson, I reckon, is a danger here at this stoppage. Just got over 4 minutes in this game too. 7-12-54, 6-4-40. Just repeating the scores here as balled up, tap there from East Ringwood. Brilliant pressure applied from the Roos after Knox picked up the tap, and even better pressure applied once more from Knox, and it's going to be a ball up at the tip of the goal squares. Oh, I've almost lost the footy there. Popped out of the stop pitch. Rucks do battle once more. Witherspoon just trying to bully her way through. Again, great pressure applied. It's really been a forte today for Knox. That and their ball movement from defence. They've done that really well, and all season too. Is Witherspoon gets the tap. Clearance though belongs to Prentice. Top of the square. Ferguson was there. They have a chance, and there's a goal! I think that is Tamika Ferguson, and they all come to her as that is the game, Trent. 8-12-60, 6-4-40. Knox have just run over the top here in this final quarter.
No, there's no doubt about that. Tamika Ferguson, she made amends after that set shot, was miscued. And, well, it's do or die here for East Ringwood. Certainly an uphill battle, but 20 points is probably too big of a deficit to overcome. So back in the medal now. Witherspoon once more. There's Richie McNamara with the clearance. Just can pump a high one to a 101 in the air. And taking a good mark there was one of the backmen for Knox. She just heads to the numbers on this broadcast side. There's Prentice. Tries to storm clear. Link up by hand with their teammate. It's cut off by Hudson. And then a long one lands with Taylor. So 2 minutes left to play out here, Josh.
Taylor goes inside 50, but it's intercepted there from the Knox defender. A look to rebound here. Well, the Falcons once more taking a really good mark there. Cassandra Warren, she stepped up in big stages this final quarter. We're going to go down the line here to true centre half forward. Tia Witherspoon was there, trying to burst her way through the pack was the East Ringwood defender. It's going to be a ball up now. A minute and a half left in this Division 2 Grand Final. Tap out from Knox. Looks like it's going to be an East Ringwood clearance though, although Knox do really well to apply the pressure as they have all day. Mia Ward tackled well there from two Knox midfielders. It's going to be a ball up. Umpire balls the ball up quickly. Witherspoon just picks up her own work, gets the clearance over the top here for Meg Thompson. Big chance here to kick what would be a bit of a consolation goal. Unselfishly goes over the top, just eluded her teammate. Nicola Davidson is at the fall of the ball, but she does really well. Handball over the top here. It's going to end in the hands of Meg Thompson, who kicks the consolation. So the experienced campaigner of East Ringwood, Meg Thompson, kicks a late goal, but Trent, unfortunately, too little, too late. 7-4-46, Knox 8-12-60. They add a little bit more respectability to the scoreboard, though.
Yeah, kudos to them. They're fighting right to the final siren. But yeah, it is all too little, too late there. How about the efforts of Nicola Davidson? She's like a thief in the night, just sharked it.
Brilliant.
And found Thompson by hand her gold. So back in the centre of Quambie Reserve here. 15 seconds left to play out. It's party time here for Knox. It's kicked forward the way of Hudson. She can take a running bounce. She's got this broadcast side all to her lonesome. She's taken 5 or 6 bounces. I've lost count. Steps her marker. And then miscues the ball forward. But there's the siren. Knox the premiers.
What a moment for Knox. I think they finished around 5th last year in 2nd Division. Brought in plenty of talent. And without their start forward, Georgia Alexander, they've somehow managed to win the Division 2 Premiership 8-2, 1260 to 7-4, 46. We'll go through the goal kickers as well. Holly Gibson finished with 3. Singles to Taylor Prentice, Tamika Ferguson, Zali Wagner, Alana Alo and Tamara Stocks. For East Ringwood, just the 3 goal kickers. Hayley Thompson with 4, Nicola Davidson with 2 and 1 for Meg Thompson. And we'll get to pick out another man of the match. Trent, I think Holly Gibson for mine. She, like Nicola Davidson in that 3rd quarter, she really she put her mark on the game in that final quarter and turned the tide around and was always threatening throughout it.
Yeah, I'm probably no different in my opinion of best on there. I think Holly Gibson, just her turn of foot, just proved deadly in the end. And what did she end up with? 3 goals
Three
there.
goals in the end, all in the second half.
Yeah.
She's got lightning quick speed, as quick as Nicola Davidson as well. She just a remarkable game. Well, my voice is almost buggered, but we've still got one more game to go, Trent. The Premier B Grand Final between Donvale and Whitehorse Pioneers. For now, though, we'll end the broadcast of the Division 2 Women's Grand Final. Of course, stick around. We've got the post-match presentation where the player of the match will be announced and the Premiership trophy will be awarded to Knox, and we'll have the pre-game presentation as well of the Donvale Whitehorse Pioneers match. But thank you for tuning in to the Division 2 Women's Grand Final, which saw Knox pick up their first ever Premiership 8-12-60 to 7-4-46.
going, you can see a fantastic effort from yourself. Importantly, our umpires, a fantastic achievement to officiate a grand final. So a round of applause as they select their
Yeah, it makes sense.
We start with number 1, Taylor Prentice. Number 2, Riley Kupara. Number 3, Neve Jones. Number 4, Ashley Hall. Number 6, Lydia Bastin. Number 7, Emily Vine. Number 8, Rory Alexander. Number 9, Laura
They probably are. I think when he made a mistake,
Number 10, Crystal Shanks.
exactly what round because he came one. Red light.
Number 11, Stephanie Taylor. Ella Ritchie. Number 13, Tamika Ferguson. Number 15, Emily Scott. Number 16, Charlie Wagner. Sarah Plumry. Number 19, Sandra Lauren. Number 20, Michaela Witt. Number 24, Alana Aiello. Number 25, Tamara Knox. Number 29, Bridget Dowsing. Number 30, Hannah McKnight. Number 31, Jessica Warren. Number 33, Chloe Harris. Number 34, Michaela Ugaron. Number 36, Soraya McLeod. Number 55, Sarah Lyman. Runner, Terry McIntosh. Assistant coach, Joe Aiello. Number 14, the captain, Nikki Witt. And the coach, Peter Jordan.
I'll go to the joke.
Now girls. Now girls, all the girls score 34 points. Girls have been usually on 24. It was a fantastic game, it was a fantastic effort. We threw back, we really tried to represent Knoxwood, our community. And the committee from the open very good. Thank you, because I know the kids doing program up front. And it's been 2 years in the waning. We couldn't do it like last year, didn't play finals. We got it. We got it today. Go Knox! Ladies and gentlemen, the youth and our Series Senior Women's Premiers for 2022, Knox.
These two sides should be playing the Division 1 Yeah.